All right, it's cold, wet, dreary. We went from 70 something degrees yesterday to down in the 40s. Had quite a few tornadoes in the area north of us in Bowling Green. Strong winds came through here. Didn't mess up nothing with us too much at all. But we're here. It's extremely wet. View of the land here this morning, way out yonder. We've been working on the shop waiting for our garage doors to come in. This morning, what we have is chicken butchering. And we'll go through the stations again. And again, showing y'all that we literally raise our own chickens. We got a lot of saints that come in. And what they're doing over here is they're taking the rest of the feathers off of the actual chicken right here at this station right here. We have a chicken plucker that we invested in some time ago. This is when the chicken's been had their head chopped off. Keep the temperature somewhere between 135, 150. Dunk them in about 12 seconds. Dunk them in there about 12 seconds. Hey, bless you, brother Mike. Then we come inside of here. The brothers have got another station that's set up in here. And the reason why we're up here today is because we're getting next, got the people outside of the elements. We got some form of heat inside the building here. This is actually going to be our wood shop that we're working on. And then behind me, here is the mechanic shop. And so we have a lot of things drove in today. We're going to be speaking with them. Some of them are learning how to actually butcher. This is the gut station right here. More of the gut station over here. Again, more of the plucking and cleaning station. And then, after this gut station right here, they go over to the cleaning station where we have a little makeshift, and I believe me, really makeshift. Our country makeshift. Sing hard. This is the cleaning station right here, where they get the last of it all, clean it off real good before they head down here to the quartering station. And of course, there's the Judith. This is Hatchet Molly right here, Sister Vicky. Well, she takes that big old cleaver, that meat cleaver right there, and she's been doing pretty good for 20-something years, almost 25 years out here. She is she still got all her fingers. But that's our chicken breast, the way they look after 8 weeks of being on the feed that we actually mix together itself. That's our chicken. Look at that thing. So you got to ask yourself a question. Bless your mother. Hey, baby, how you doing, baby? So you got to ask yourself a question. What in the hell is going on out there in the world when you look at these chickens that they are nowhere near what we have? I mean, as far as size goes. I mean, look at this. This is chicken wings. See them chicken wings? Now, Zakina is a master chef. What's the difference, Zakina, between our chicken here as opposed to chicken out in the world?
The chicken out there in the world usually has a lot of antibiotics and stuff puffed up in it. So you can get like a wing. You get a wing like this, and you'll see a lot of fat. And I don't mean the skin, but you see a lot of cartilage and fat on the inside, which you have to clean off, and it's really not good.
It's not clean at all, is it? So just by you knowing and being around cooking and being a master chef, so our chicken actually is a lot better. It looks better.
Yes. The breast, even the breast that she's cut right now, you can see the breast in the world. If you get a package out of the store, you're going to see a lot of fat, which means they're not getting a healthy diet, and they're just fattening them up to sell them. And then a lot of times you'll get some that have a lot of tumors on the inside of the bones underneath, and you'll have to cut it. A lot of blood pellets and pockets of blood inside the breast.
Wow, so I didn't know all that.
Yeah, I used to work at a chicken plant too, a live doc. So I sat next to the USDA as we had to cut off cancerous legs, thighs, throw the whole chicken. Sometimes the chicken will go down the line and it'll have cancer in it. So.
Are you serious? And people are eating that stuff out there?
Yep.
Yep. So
And then the breasts are smaller too. Like even the organic, you pay what, maybe $15 more?
and even
So
there's
organic
so
is
tell me,
small.
that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up. So when we raise our, this is 8 weeks, right? And they call these chickens out there organic. And of course I know it's not organic. They say it's organic. Because the organic chickens are pretty much the same size as the chickens that already been immunized, pesticides, herbicides, everything else. But when you look at our chicken breast at 8 weeks, one chicken breast is almost the size of a chicken out there.
It is.
So we know that there's organic because we know what we put in it.
Yes.
We know the feed that we put in because we pay extra money, a lot of extra money for these. Because I mean, it's more expensive. I ain't kid you not. It's somewhere between $2,500 and $4,000 to raise. By the time you buy these chickens, you get the bedding for them, the pine shavings, the care, the feeding, the watering, and then the trips going back and forth because we have to drive over an hour and 15 minutes away just to get our feed one way. So what is the difference then between ours, when we know it's organic with that chicken looking like that, and then out in the world, their chicken is smaller, be it organic or just regular?
The word organic is sell. It's a gimmick. It's just to get you to buy it, as opposed to come in here, like you said, spending the $2,500 to $3,000 just to get 200
birds. Yep.
And to raise it right without all of the pesticides, herbicides. I mean, there's so much stuff that's in the birds out there, but they're marketing organic because they want to sell you healthy, but not give you healthy. So I'd rather pay the $25,000, $3,000 for this because one breast is 4 servings. I can get four cutlets out of one breast, and that's one side of the breast, not both. So I'd rather go
just from your inspection, working out there in the chicken plant, I didn't even know you did all that.
Yeah.
So you don't see all these blood clots, you don't see no cancer, you don't see no tumors, you don't see no fat at all, really. When you look at it, it's just literally no fat.
There's no excess fat under here. There's none. This is just skin. That's skin. And then if you ask anybody, you get the thighs, the legs. It's so, like, this little bit of fat here is all over the place and it's thick. And you don't want that because you're losing a lot of the meat. So once you clean off your bird from out there in the world, you might have, I mean, no, it's still not going to be this size. Look at this leg.
So when you got here, did you actually marvel when you saw the way that we raise our chickens, process our chickens, clean our chickens, and do our chickens? It actually shocked you, huh?
Yeah. I worked at a live dock when I was in Georgia. And they literally have to come through and clean with bleach before you process and after. Y'all don't have to do that here because your chickens are fresh.
Right.
They're not coming from a place where you don't know how they were treated or inhumanely or anything like that. So it's a big difference. Huge.
All right, so again, this is the quartering station right here, the bagging station. Who's going to be running it down?
They just ran a trip down. It's Sister Sarah.
Yeah, she knows.
And Diane and Markwell is the young
Okay.
helping them.
All right.
And she knows how to do it. She says she's been trained.
And our chickens consistently look like it's every butchering. Is that right, Sister Vicky?
Yes, sir.
Consistently. And actually, I was actually thinking about, because of the way that the weather was going, we didn't have any power yesterday. Of course, we have generators and stuff like that, but I was actually thinking about calling off the chicken butcher because of the way the tornadoes was coming through. But we went ahead and went with it because can you imagine another week of feeding these things, Zakina?
No, it'd be too big. It'd be big.
I mean,
It's out here.
our chickens probably, I would probably say our chickens at maybe the 5-week mark is bigger than the chickens that you get out there in the store at the what they call the 8-week mark. They do it for speed. They really truly don't care. But I'm telling you, I'll give you an example. Look at this breast right here. Mother Vicky's working on. Look at this thing. Look at this. What about the texture of the meat?
It's really good. It's tender. It's not tough, gamey, or anything like that. You don't taste the feed in it. It's really clean. Like, there's your thigh. This is one thigh.
That's a thigh. That's a leg quarter.
Yep. Your thigh with your leg. There's your leg. Here's your thigh.
That's huge.
This is humongous.
You can almost feed a family off of that.
Yeah.
You can literally almost, I know you can feed a husband and wife, but by the time you take that whole chicken, you probably got 2-3 meals out of that. Easy.
I could get 4, but...
4? So anyway, there you have the skinning of the actual chicken itself. I know some people out there think it's unclean, which I'm going to disprove. It's not unclean. If it was unclean, we wouldn't be eating it. It's just that people, they try to take the English words and confuse it and don't look behind the words and try to define it definitively what it is. But chicken is a clean bird, especially if you raise it yourself. And I'm going to say it again, I'm going to end this video on this. The only organic you ever going to get is what you raise and what you grow yourself. So I'm saying. Oh, look who there. Look at that. Hey, boy. The community of Straitway. You know it's supposed to snow today, right?
And Thursday. It's like 11 degrees.
It's supposed to get slick. If it is, we want to get them out here a little earlier.
Today, I think the temperature is going to stay warm enough. Yeah.
You come on in.
Hallelujah.
Straitway.